Hey, beautiful dreamer. I just wanted to check in and see how your year is going so far. Because it's so easy to dream about the life that you want to create, the things that you want to pursue, and even more importantly, the legacy that you want to leave behind in the world. But if you're like me, it can also be easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, work projects, deadlines, and fulfilling the expectations of others. Until you wake up one day to find that you've only been successful in accomplishing someone else's dream. If this resonates with you, stay tuned, because today we are going to stop that cycle in its tracks as we develop our very own personal mission statements. I am so excited about today's episode because we're going to unpack a simple 6-step strategy to create your very own personal mission statement. Just in case you're unclear on what this entails, a personal mission statement simply defines who you are as a person or who you're becoming, and it identifies your purpose, whether it's in your career, your family, or in your day-to-day life. It also defines how you plan to pursue that purpose and why it matters so much to you. Then, as a little teaser, in our next episode, we're going to follow it up with creating a vision statement with some sample action steps as a catalyst for living the life that you were created to live. You know, I participated in a coaching mastermind for years, and I once had the opportunity to learn from author and career coach Dan Miller, who says that a good mission statement should include these 3 things. Number 1, your skills and abilities. What do you like to do, for example? Number 2, your personality traits, which is how you operate. And number 3, your values, your dreams, and your passions, why you want to excel. That's it. It should only be a few sentences long and say in simple terms exactly what you're all about and what you want your life to be about. So our timeless truth for today is a personal mission statement will also keep you from living an unintentional life. So we're going to take some notes from the success story of Nehemiah, who's a character in the Old Testament book of the Bible by the same name. Because Nehemiah accomplished a great feat. He was a Jewish leader who rebuilt Jerusalem's walls and led to reforms to rededicate the Jews to God. And this all started when, number 1, he was living a comfortable life after being released from captivity, and he heard the news of how Jerusalem had fallen into disrepair. So first of all, this is a great place to examine your life and the lessons that you've learned from it. And also, what things have you heard of that you want to see change or make a difference in? For me, it's human trafficking and fatherlessness. Okay, number 2. Second of all, he knew he couldn't do this in his own strength, so he prayed for God to give him favor and direction. You've heard me say that one of my favorite scriptures is Ephesians 2:10, which says that you were created to accomplish a specific purpose that God predestined for you to do. So if you're unclear on what that may look like, this is a good time to pray and ask him for direction. No matter what season or stage of life you find yourself in, creating a personal mission statement will build a strong foundation to launch the rest of your life. Number 3, Nehemiah made a plan. When we encounter a mission that's laid out before us and seems so much bigger than we could ever dream or think to accomplish, having a clear vision and direction is key. Most importantly, it helps you focus on creating and accomplishing your long-term goals. Your mission statement will serve as a compass for where you want to go in life. Because it's almost impossible to achieve the dream of finding your fairy tale if you lack clear direction and goals. Most people simply react to what is happening to them in life, and they forget to proactively pursue who they were created to be. You know, people fail at what they hope to achieve because they lack clear goals and focus. They get distracted and lose sight of their purpose and who they were made to be. In other words, they ignore their personal mission statement. But a successful person will have a rock-solid vision spelled out in their personal mission statement. Well, initially, the investment of time and thought in writing your personal mission statement may seem fruitless or irrelevant, but the return will blow you away with the growth that you begin to see as you blossom into your future self. And don't feel like you have to do this all on your own, because number 4 is when Nehemiah recognized the enormity of the task in front of them, he began to immediately recruit the help of those with the gifts and abilities to help him accomplish his mission. So sometimes it will also be necessary for us to recruit others to join in our mission. And at other times, when we are clear on what we want to accomplish, we can identify and join up with someone who's already doing it. Well, once Nehemiah had his team in place and was making progress in the mission, he began to receive negative feedback, experienced opposition, and he also experienced ridicule. Sounds like social media to me. But number 5, he kept his focus. Remember, not everyone's going to like the changes that you're making in your life. They may be jealous of your progress, or maybe they haven't found passion to proactively live the way that you have. So maybe you could share some of the earlier podcast episodes with them to give them a head start. And remember Nehemiah's response. I am doing a great work, so stay focused. For example, every goal and action step you now create, as well as any decision you plan to make, if it doesn't fit within the confines of your personal mission statement, maybe you shouldn't follow through with it. Something may sound appealing, but that doesn't mean you need to bring it into your life, because a good mission statement should become a filter for your ideas. For example, if your passion is being outdoors, is it really wise to lock yourself up in an office for your entire career? So as you write this, be realistic and don't set yourself up for failure. I have seen so many women set goals that align with others' expectations of them, and they ignore their own deep needs. They may pursue an accounting degree when in reality, they thrive in pursuing something that's creative. And other people fail at what they desire to achieve because they lack clear boundaries and direction to move forward in their mission. So this is the value of creating and living by your personal mission statement. Now, when you read other people's mission statements, they may seem simple, but when you do the deep work, you'll realize they require a lot of effort to create. So, grab yourself a journal, set aside some quality time to think, reflect, and write down your answers to the following questions, because they'll provide a great foundation for crafting your mission statement. First of all, think about your life principles and goals. Why did you set these goals? Is it something that's important to you, or are you trying to please others? How do your goals make you a better person? What are some gifts or skills that you have that others ask you for help with? What are some of your favorite things to do now or in the past? What would your happily ever after look like? What makes you smile or bring joy to your life? What obstacles have you overcome that you could help others with? What would you regret missing out on in life? What causes resonate with you the most? Okay. These are just a few questions to get you started on your personal mission statement, but it should consist of these 3 parts. What do you want to do? Who do you want to help? And what is the result or the value that you create or bring to the world? And it should answer those questions in 50 words or less. So try to get to the heart of who you are, and don't worry about the unnecessary details. And don't worry if your statement doesn't sound like anyone else's, because every statement is different, because each and every one of us have our own purpose and calling to accomplish here on earth. So yours will be unique. Number 6, finally, Nehemiah also had accountability. In chapter 9, it says, in view of all of this, we are making a binding agreement, putting in writing. We are affixing our seals to it. So once you've written your personal mission statement, start using it. Make sure you keep it in a place where you see it often to keep you accountable. That could be anywhere from in your daily planner to post it on your refrigerator door, because you want to keep your inspired mission and dreams front of mind at all times. And as you begin to understand the powerful and motivating force behind who you were created to be and the life that you desire to live, your actions will begin to reflect your personal mission statement. So it's also important to share your personal mission statement with others. That could be here in the comments with me or with your own accountability partner. You especially want to have the accountability of those closest to you, like your family or your best friend, to help you stay aligned to your mission. Actually, it would be a great idea for both of you to do this exercise together and keep each other accountable this year. So I would love to hear what you create, because my personal mission statement includes you and helping you shatter your limiting beliefs to define who you were always created to be, to pursue your dreams and goals, and help you recognize that happily ever after isn't a lie. Remember, our timeless truth for today is a personal mission statement will also keep you from living an unintentional life. And don't forget, in the next episode, we're going to be creating a strategic vision statement to put some action behind our mission statements, along with some sample action steps as a catalyst for living the life that you were created to live. See you then.